Welcome back to BNG Hockey, where it's always black and gold. Don Sweeney surprised Bruins fans with a Taylor Hall trade today. Make sure you check out my video on that if you haven't already. But he wasn't done making moves just yet. Let's talk about it. The Bruins trade the rights to forward Shane Bowers to the New Jersey Devils for the rights to defenseman Reilly Walsh. For those of you who don't remember, the Bruins acquired Bowers last season in a trade with the Colorado Avalanche in which they sent Keith Kincaid back the other way. I did make a video on that trade if you want a bit of a deeper dive into that move and a little more info on Shane Bowers as a player. Bowers will be an RFA this coming season. He's a 23-year-old, 6'2" centerman, originally selected in the first round of the 2017 draft, 28th overall. He's only played in one NHL game where he had 0 points. And last season in 20 games with the Providence Bruins, he had 4 goals, 3 assists for a total of 7 points, and was a -5. As you can see by those totals, it's not too surprising the Bruins are choosing to move on from this player. Now let's talk about the player the Bruins are getting back in return. They get the rights to RFA defenseman Reilly Walsh. He's a 24-year-old, 6-foot right-shot defenseman, originally selected in the 3rd round of the 2017 draft, 81st overall. He's played in one NHL game in which he tallied 1 assist. His AHL career, he's played in 174 games, scoring 23 goals, 76 assists for a total of 99 points. He's a good puck-moving defenseman who can skate pretty well, has a decent shot, struggles a little bit defensively, and doesn't have the most size or physical play. But he is still developing and could be a nice piece for them. As we saw today in the Taylor Hall trade, they did also add 2 other right-shot RFA defensemen, so clearly Don Sweeney is probably going to move on from a guy like a Connor Clifton. Maybe there's other trades in the work. Even if you trade a guy on the left side, you just want to have more organizational depth. This has been one of the better defensemen at the AHL level, at least when it comes to putting up points from the back end, and to no one's surprise, he's a Massachusetts native, so Don Sweeney had to go out and get him. This trade isn't exactly a blockbuster, but I do find it interesting that Don Sweeney is acquiring so many RFA defensemen. Clearly, he's looking to move some and wants some more organizational depth. I also believe that even though they created some cap space today, things are still going to be pretty tight. So don't be surprised if one of these defensemen or a couple of these defensemen end up playing some NHL minutes for the Boston Bruins this year. I don't know if they'll end up re-signing all of them. I guess they could always flip one of them or let them go into UFA status, but I do believe that they'll end up signing all of these players and giving them a fair shot. And who knows, one of them is probably bound to pop and at least give you some depth, maybe 7th, 8th defenseman play at the NHL level, which is something every team needs. If you're looking to go on a long run and have some playoff success, you can never have too many defensemen. Let me know your thoughts on this trade. Are you sad to see Shane Bowers go? Do you think Reilly Walsh could pop? And what do you think of Don Sweeney acquiring all these young defensemen? Leave that down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big like. And if you haven't already, subscribe.